City Council of Huntington Beach should take a stand against government imposing on individual liberties. The city should ban broad, universal mask and vaccine mandates by declaring the city to be a no mask, no vaccine mandate city.
That right there is Huntington Beach Mayor Pro Tem Gracie Vandermark at last night's Huntington Beach City Council meeting, where after 2 a.m., the council narrowly voted to pass her motion to ban universal mask and COVID-19 vaccine mandates within the city. Those who have tested positive, though, for COVID will still be required to wear masks in certain settings. Now, fresh off that marathon 9-hour meeting, Huntington Beach Mayor Pro Tem Gracie Vandermark joins me now. Did you get any sleep early this morning?
3 hours, 3 whole hours of sleep.
3 hours. My goodness, I couldn't believe it. It was 3 a.m. when you adjourned. I watched it this morning, some of it anyway. Let's talk about your motion that passed narrowly. What is the impact of this motion, of the vote, and why do you feel like this was a priority now?
So the city's policy banning mask and vaccine mandates is simply taking a stand against government overreach on measures that have already proven scientifically and medically to have little benefit, but at the same time, it's depriving individuals and businesses of their liberties. And we're bringing that up now. Plenty of people are concerned about it. We have police officers, friends. They're saying, look at the news. They're already talking about banning masks again. They're talking about shutting schools down again. We had to go through a time here where we couldn't even go to our own beach because we had armed state troopers preventing us from going out. What we saw happening was very close to tyrannical, and the community's worried, and we figured let's take a stance right now.
Just to clarify, though, individual businesses under your motion would be exempt.
Individual businesses can make their own decisions. If they want to require masks, vaccine cards, whatever they want, it's up to them. However, there were many businesses who did not want to make those requirements, and they were forced to, or else they were being shut down.
Okay, so as mentioned, this narrowly passed 4-3. So you did get some pushback last night. Here are a couple of your fellow council members who did push back. Take a listen.
I think the bigger straw man issue here is that there are no rumblings of masks or vaccine mandates. We have no vaccine mandate. We have no vaccine mandate, I think, for even our first responders for anything. You have to sign a waiver if you don't want to do that. So I think that this is really about 2 years too late.
Nobody has asked for this. And, what the residents, they expect us to do stuff like solve the e-bike issue and deal with homelessness.
All along, really, your city has taken more of a conservative hard line against COVID and dealing with COVID. So what is your reaction to your fellow council members there?
Well, as far as council member Kalmick, we don't have the mandates now, but if he is keeping up and monitoring what's going on in the news, it feels like deja vu. Start subtly. We have mask mandates. Let's shut down schools. So we're prepping for that. As far as council member Bolton, that people are not asking for this. They might not be asking her for this because they know what her position on. They don't want to be ridiculed, but they do bring this up to us because we are concerned. We have a lot of employees who say, well, if I don't want to get a vaccine, will I lose my job? That's exactly what happened last time. So we are speaking for the community. They're just not speaking to them because they don't want to feel like they're being ridiculed.
Okay, so the vote happened last night. What is next?
Well, we're going to go back, bring up policy, and see what the state does. We are just really taking a stance right now at the moment. If anything happens later at a later time, we'll go back and revisit it. We just believe that an individual and businesses should have a right to make their own decisions.
Well, so far, at least here in L.A. County, there hasn't been talk. Of course, cases are rising all over the state. We know that. We haven't heard from the Orange County health director there about an impending mask or vaccine mandate, and neither have we here in L.A. County. All right, Gracie Vandermark, we appreciate you. Thanks so much for being with me tonight. And your cat made a little appearance behind you, too, during the interview.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks for having me.